BBC Strictly Come Dancing interrupted as Dianne Buswell's dad sends surprise message, cue the tears, cheers, and an awkward dance-off. Saturday night Strictly Come Dancing was nothing short of a spectacle, and no, we're not just talking about the dazzling sequence or the fancy footwork, though there was plenty of that too. In a moment that could only be described as heartwarming, hilarious, and a little bit emotional, Tess Daly caused a rare Strictly interruption when she decided to give Dianne Buswell a surprise that had everyone in the studio reaching for their tissues, as Dianne, the fan favorite Aussie dancer, and her comedy partner Chris Mcausland prepared for their paso doble. Tess hit pause on the usual glitz and glam to deliver a family-sized surprise. The host, ever the professional, turned to the camera and said, "Now, since week 3, Chris and Dianne have had one goal, to dance live in front of Dianne's parents." But wait, the small Ausrufezeichen. She proceeded to beam at the camera and give a huge shout-out to Dianne's folks, Mark and Trina, who had flown in from Australia just for the occasion. "Mark and Trina, here they are all the way from Australia, it is so lovely to see you. On behalf of all of us, the warmest welcome to you," Tess sighed, as if she was welcoming royalty to the Strictly family. "I mean, we all feel like family at this point, we really do," she continued, in a moment that was definitely not staged but did feel like a warm group hug from the Strictly family. Tess wasn't just gushing over the reunion, she also shared a touching bit of trivia. "I know you've waited 7 years to see Dianne live. 7 years, people. That's longer than it takes to graduate university. But, we digress." Then, Tess passed the mic to Mark, who, in a moment that was equal parts emotional and a little bit awkward, in a good way, announced, "Dancing the paso doble, here is Chris and our Dianne." A round of applause, a few teary-eyed moments, and boom, cue the performance. As the duo danced, the moment seemed to hit Mark like a ton of bricks. The man was tearing up. And if you're wondering, Tess didn't help matters when she spotted Mark's waterworks and deadpanned, "Mark is crying, don't make me cry, Mark." Let's be honest, if Tess Daly can't hold it together, who can? But it wasn't just Mark who had an opinion on the performance. After their passionate paso doble, the judges weighed in, and, predictably, it was a mixed bag of praise and constructive criticism. Craig Revel-Horwood, never one to hold back, called the performance wonderful, though he did have some thoughts about the precision of the dance. "It lacked the Spanish fare of this dance," he quipped, in a comment that sounded suspiciously like a polite way of saying, "Nice try, but you missed the mark on the whole fiery Spanish passion thing." Craig also noted that knees were a little bit too high and that Dianne needed to straighten the leg, but insisted that the performance had strength of character. Translation: "You may not have nailed every move, but at least you gave it your all." Motzi Mabuse, who's never shy about getting in touch with her emotional side, added, "I think this is what Strictly is about. It's such a beautiful gesture doing this for Dianne and this moment, and you're sharing this together, and it's absolutely beautiful." AWWW. Motzi really knows how to tug at the heartstrings. However, as we know, Strictly isn't just about fluff and feel-good moments. It's also about being very particular when it comes to technique. Motzi, ever the perfectionist, said that in some places, it was wrong, which led to a minor moment of tension as Shirley Ballas, head judge and queen of straight talk, immediately chimed in with, "Where? Oh, Shirley, never one to let our critique slide without challenging it." But despite the nitpicking, Shirley herself praised Dianne's routine, stating that she was very impressed and added that there wasn't a step out of place. So, basically, everyone loves Dianne, but they're all still secretly dance instructors at heart. In the end, Chris and Dianne were awarded a respectable 33 points by the judges, which left us all wondering, could this performance be enough to keep them in the competition, or would it be a nail-biting elimination Sunday? Speaking of which, Strictly fans are now bracing for another dramatic dance-off, with bookies placing bets on who could be the next celebrity eliminated. Word on the street? Pete Wicks and Jovita PZY Stahl are apparently the duo most likely to exit this weekend, but, of course, this is Strictly, anything can happen, and one flawless routine, or questionable outfit choice, could completely turn the tide. Strictly Come Dancing returns on Sunday at 7:20 p.m. on BBC One, and if Tess' emotional surprises and dance floor drama are any indication, it's going to be a show you won't want to miss.